Hello. Uh, um, the purpose of this live stream is just to see if I can at all. Um, I'm in constant. I'm in constant torture. I'm in constant torture to certain level by my mental health because I'm in so much physical pain. It's just decided to be negative at the moment, and every time I try and take a puff of my smoke, my mental health is making it explicitly clear it's going to hurt me, and I rely on smoking to mediate and manage the pain. How am I going to get out of this situation? It's like looking at the lighter to light it is absolute agony. My mental health is there and it's just going, ah, while I'm in absolute torture. And it's been like this for about a week or two. It's as if on some level someone wants to make me stop smoking. The mental health hospital is such a head trip, mind games and everything. It's really disgusting. It's 2024 and the UK mental health system, probably one of the leaders in the world in terms of mental health. The way the staff treat the patients is archaic. It's disgusting. You would think it would be in some horror movie or something, but no. The standard mental health system in the UK is very archaic, and a lot of mind games are applied to the treatment of patients. It's absolutely disgusting. The reason I bring that up is because the gentleman that worked there was on a no smoking campaign, and he asked me, do you want to stop smoking? And in my mind at the time, the honest answer was, I'm going to quit smoking when I heal the world. So obviously I said yes. And now there seems to be some sort of consciousness interacting and embedding in my life to get in the way of me smoking. And it might just be the physical pain is absolutely too much and I shouldn't be smoking. But when the NHS don't help when you're in pain in the first instance, and they want you to sort it out yourself, and I'm taking my medication, and it's proving to me that either other consciousnesses exist external to the physical body, or if we're going to keep it grounded, that I've passed the pain threshold barrier and I'm in extreme pain. I shouldn't be smoking, but I'm so detached from my physical body that I just can't be aware of that. In my mind, both are going on. For one to be true, the other would be true, or the other would be making space for the other to be true. So if it was just a physical body, it's just a physical body. But you can well imagine in that place of extreme pain, insanity can set in. And if someone's got a mental health disorder, and the mental health disorder is saying, no, it's other people, well, you can believe the mental health disorder has enough space within the intoxicated body to have a lot of fun and to make up a lot of crap. And I believe that's what's going on for me. The level of fight I'm having to apply is disgusting. I'm having to fight with my arms, you know, fight with basic things to move a few feet. And I'm depressed with life in the first instance, and I'm having to fight. When you're depressed, you're not really in a place to be fighting. When you're depressed, you need to be resting, and that's what I need to be doing. But for some strange reason, I can't be truly depressed. I have to ride my mental health in some way. I can't succumb to the depression. But that's the point. That's the point. It's a case of life is unconditional. Life is unconditional. We're born, we're given life, and nobody asks for a thing back from us. You could say karma exists, or just not being an idiot about life, you know, being a good person, not getting into fights, and karma kind of goes away. So karma doesn't really come into it, but whenever it is that the human race was created, you can imagine just being born, being free with nature, is all that one would need. And sorry, it's a real fight at the moment. Nobody asks for a thing, you know. You can see someone being grateful to just walk on grass or sit under a tree, bathe in a stream. Fast forward a few thousand years and you get this insanity. It's hard to see that, hard to know that and remember that. And then you've got to deal with the depression and the stupidity that our minds come to as a result of all of the madness on the outside. And it's done, you know, it's absolutely done. It's how is it possible to be depressed, in pain, deal with this insanity, the fundamentals of life, the fact that the world is so insane and has taken away the simplicity and the nature and left us with tarmac, concrete and pretty laid bricks. And the gratefulness goes away. If I didn't have to fight, you know, I could be here, I could be depressed and think, well, at least I've got food, I've got shelter, I've got warmth, I've got the necessities, but then I've got to fight through physical insanity whilst I'm depressed. It's just not feasible for a human being to do that. to expect them to rise to that challenge is absolutely ridiculous. So we can get past insanity to a certain extent and say, no, I'm grateful for life, I'm grateful for the grass. But stick a bit of challenge in the way and it starts to get tricky, especially when the challenge is likely to be of an unnatural cause in the first place, you know, an unexpected bill, um, a puncture on your car, a car crash, your car not working, you know, the things of the world that are unnatural, that are unnatural. I'm in a real pickle because I believe it's spirit at the moment and they want me to be positive by making me negative. And with spirit I have a fight. That's my relationship with spirit. I fight spirit, that's how we talk. When they're being idiots, I try and beat the shit out of them. They're invisible. And when I'm being an idiot, they try and beat the shit out of me. I make a noise. That's the difference. So they're trying to get me to be positive by making me negative and condition me that way. So the point is to fight them, and I'll explain that another time, in another dimension why. But it's to fight spirit. I love spirit. It's everything that I am to a certain extent, but I have to fight them, and they're trying to condition me and program me to be positive. I don't know if I want to be positive. That's the truth. That's the communication with spirit. You treat them like idiots. Who are you to do this to me without explaining it to me first? Create an angel to come down and sit with me. I'll make them a coffee in my dirty flat and we'll have a conversation about why it's just best to be positive right now. And I'm happy to do that. I tell them all the time, just send me an angel, we'll have a chat for a few minutes and it's all done. But they don't fulfill that, and I know they can send angels, so at the very least, you know, if they wanted to send an alien, I'd probably accept that. Aliens are more spiritual than we are down here at the moment. And they don't. So they're being really lazy in my head. Why are you making my life hard? I'm having to make stupid, silly decisions on being positive and negative through my mental health, and it's a joke. So I've got to have a fight with them, teach them how to behave, teach them how to communicate. But the point is they're trying to condition me to be positive at the moment. At the moment, I'm going through the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. On the other side of the hardest thing I've ever had to go through is basically a near guaranteed really fun, enjoyable, world-changing reality whereby I fulfill an ambition to heal the world, and at the moment that's what's keeping me focused and keeping me moving. But in the moment, one can get lost, and they can really easily get annoyed and pissed off by the horribleness of the present moment. And in the horribleness of the present moment, one becomes horrible. What else does one do but to get themselves out of a horrible situation? Be kind. There's no one here. Everyone's mean to me. And I do my best to be polite. I'm not perfect, but then nobody is. Yeah, let's keep it on the fight with spirit. Why not? How do I win out of this one? Knowing that spirit's here, listening and probably guiding me all the way to an answer that they just really don't care about, because they work at the level of angels, and at the level of angels, it's like a stupid human trying to fight us. Well, nobody's told me otherwise, so I'm going to continue the fight. But I need just to get focused in mind what I'm going to do with it. That as a secondary payoff seems to work, to settle me, to calm me, and I can sort of get back into a place where I can work with spirit again. They're not fighting me, it's just a situation. I know what I'm doing with regards to this situation, and I just pray, ironically, to spirit that I win. So, go figure. I'm on a lose-lose. I just need to do something to say I still have a fighting spirit in me somewhere, because life is just absolutely needs to be known that it's unconditional all the time, and not just every so often. So the options are, I could be mean to myself, be extra mean all this way, but it's such a drain, and you need to be positive when you're managing pain. The point is, I don't want to hear it in my ears anymore, in my head, the negativity. I prefer a more positive tone, something that's more in alignment, a less fight. It's the point. So they obviously want me to fight. They've hidden all the different tricks I've got to not fight and to just hide and go away. I sort of put a stop to them one by one. The point is, I just want it over and done with. The point is, I need to be positive. How am I going to do that? Well, I've got the world to heal on the other side of this. And in honesty, it's not about the world, if I'm honest, anymore. It's just a personal thing to get it done. I've been trying to do this for 14, 15 years now to somehow come good and be there for the world, and I've got that in the palm of my hands. I've conditioned my bones to a ridiculous level where I'm like, that's it, I need to do this. I'll be insane. I'll go insane as long as I can get this done. Changes everything in my mind. And I'd like to find a person who can argue otherwise. But that's what's keeping me going, because what am I going to do? I'm not going to talk about suicide. Suicide isn't an option. It's just not where life is at, when it's so beautiful and unconditional. And all we need to do is remember that. So it's like, we could just call it now, you know, end it, take the easy option with suicide, or we could actually have a think about it for a second and say to ourselves, well, hang on a second, what is life? And life is unconditional, it is free, it is beautiful, but it's just really hard to see that. So I'm in a place of just trying to get really focused and see and know that. Know at the same time what I've got to accomplish, and just be there for that. Just take the beating. And I think I've just realised what I need to do with spirit, because they don't like nonchalance. You know, when you're a bit, whatever you want, mate, sort of attitude. They want fight from me, and they want conditioning from me, and I'm just going to be like, do you know what? Whatever you guys want, I'm dead, I'm depressed, and I'm here to heal the world. What are you doing getting in my way? Just get out my way. You can't make me any more negative. You can't make me any more positive. Stop trying to fill the gaps when I'm in physical effing pain, and all I need to do is become aware of that pain for myself so I can work through it. Once again. So yeah, we found out how I'm going to go about dealing with spirit on this occasion. Just put my head down and get on with what really counts. It's going to be beautiful, I tell you, when I get it done. It's going to be amazing. You'll all, I doubt anyone will know. There'll be a smoke screen at the same time, and the smoke screen will be what we think is gold to unconditional life, what this world tells us is gold to unconditional life. There'll be lots of that at the same time. But I'll be hard at work getting the real gold ready for everybody. And yeah, I'm just racing myself to see how fast I can get it done. I said I can get the first big step done in 2 years, which would be remarkable considering where I am in terms of my life right now. So we're talking about 2025, 2026, the start of 2027. Give myself 2-3 months to get back on my feet. Start of 2027, the first real steps in healing the world should be done. I don't think I'm going to get this alight again. So what's happened is on this video is I was fighting and I was losing. I was fighting to gain control of the pain. And on this video I've just relaxed and I've said, sod it, I'm just gonna speak. And through speaking I'm aware I'm intoxicated to the pain, and I'm being slightly funny here, and I'm trying to be this, there, and I shouldn't really be speaking for my life in terms of pain and energy conservation. Totally foolish what I'm doing. But I've relaxed, and that was essential. So obviously spirit, fucking bastards, guiding me here to just chill a bit, have a smoke, have some coffee, because I was at my limit. And yeah, I just realised somehow I need to remember the grass whilst I look at the air conditioning units out my window. And somehow in remembering the grass, I remember life is unconditional. And remembering life is unconditional and free. You know, there's no tax on it by anybody. We've got a body that heals itself. We've got food and nourishment that grows there, trees, bushes and earth. Nature to play with for forever. Other people to have a chat and a social gathering with. And you just got the head fuck of modern day reality in between that just constantly distracts us and says, no, 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 it's not free, it's not unconditional, you're not grateful, you got bills to pay, you got work to do, you got a sink to clean, you got a bum to clean. That's the point. Life is unconditional. Nobody tells us we have to have a clean bum. If you don't want a clean bum, life should be the case of you're free to have a dirty bum. I don't know why anyone would, but that freedom should be there for each and every one of us. And when we come back to the village to speak to the other unconditionalists, we all laugh because I've got a dirty bum. And we're not anal, and we're not serious because someone's got a dirty bum. Why you got the dirty bum, Gabriel? Oh, I just felt like it today. Like, you know the score, life is unconditional. I haven't done this before, I thought I'd give it a try. It's not really where it's at, it's a bit uncomfortable. I think I'll just clean it off tomorrow, if I remember. So, life is unconditional. Go and have a dirty bum in this world and try and have a laugh about it. Certain freedoms and liberties are taken away. We have other freedoms given. We have other luxuries given. And it's a real chore to get it in balance in mind that my healthy diet, my coffee machine and my four walls are worth not being allowed to have a dirty bum when I want. But then again, the sort of world I'm talking about, it would be a bum shuffle like a dog to get it clean again, and that doesn't look like fun. I suppose it depends on what the grass is looking like. So, might not be the worst thing in the world. Anyway, remember the grass.